There are all different kinds of sliders, you know, those little mini hamburger type things. Today, I'm gonna be doing some that are a little bit different because I'm gonna be seasoning up some country style pork ribs, smoking them up out on the pit barrel cooker, and we're gonna slice those up and turn them into some delicious country style pork rib sliders. So what I'm working with today is this, 7 country style pork ribs. Now country style pork ribs are generally pork butt that's just been sliced. Many times you'll get the bone in there, you'll get bone-in country style pork ribs. These are boneless. I don't have to do any trimming. The fat that's there, I wanna leave there. But I do need to get these seasoned up. Now I'm gonna be doing 2 different seasonings today. These 3 ribs over here are gonna get my tropical rub. These 4 are gonna get my brown sugar pepper rub. Now I made both of these rubs in a video recently showing how I make rubs. And I'll put a link in the video description for that and also put one up in the corner here. Super easy to make and I really like these. So first let's just sort of separate this. I'm gonna start with these and the tropical rub. And I'm not worried if a little gets on the other ribs. They're all friends. The reason I'm not using the shaker for this rub is it has a tendency to clump up because it uses freeze-dried fruit in there. Some freeze-dried mango, I believe, and pineapple. And that grabs onto moisture over time, even in a sealed container. So just gotta work with it. Now for the brown sugar pepper rub, this one is in a shaker. I haven't used the pit barrel cooker in a while. I'm kind of excited to fire it up again. All right, these are ready. Let's go fire up the PBC and get these smoking. All right, the PBC's fired up. I've got some cherry wood on there today. Let's go ahead and get these country style pork ribs on and get this closed up to start smoking. Our tropical ones over here. And our brown sugar pepper ribs over here. Our hanging rods in, they are part of the venting system. Let's get our lid on. My vent for the PBC is set for this elevation, which is about a quarter open. That's the bottom vent. Generally, I've found the PBC runs around 275 with the vent set the correct way. I'm not running any ambient temperature probe or any internal temperature probe today. Coming back and checking these in about 2 hours. Ultimately, I'm going for 195 to 205 internal. Somewhere around the stall, that 160-ish range, I will be wrapping these. And as I check them around that 2-hour mark, I'll decide if we need to spritz it. So I'll see you back here in a couple hours when we check these country style pork ribs. All right, we've been going for 2 hours. Let's have a look at these country style ribs. Starting to look good. Just want to do a quick tenderness and temperature check, and I may not wrap them. I'll just see how we're doing here. We're showing about 158 on that one, and it's still resistance. It's not done yet. That one's showing 155, 159. So I'm going to hold off on wrapping them for the moment, but I am going to spritz them. And that's just plain water. I'm going to get the lid back on, and I think I'll wait another hour and check them again and may decide to wrap them then, but maybe not. We'll see. Be back here in about an hour. All right, we've been going 3 hours. Let's check the tenderness on these ribs. See, that one's showing 178. Still getting a fair amount of resistance, so I am gonna wrap these. We're gonna cram these all together into a foil pan. Everybody's gonna cram in here and become friends. I'll try and keep the two different flavors slightly separate, but they'll be close. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this foil pan. Maybe a cup. I'm also gonna add some vinegar. Normally here I'd add some apple cider vinegar, but I have some raspberry vinegar I'm gonna try. Maybe a quarter cup. Let's get this back on. All right, I'm gonna let these go for another 90 minutes, and then I'm pretty sure we'll be done. So I'll see you back here in about an hour and a half. All right, we've been going an additional 90 minutes, total of 4.5 hours. Let's check these country style ribs. Peel back the foil a little bit here. Looking good. Let's check for some tenderness here. Oh yeah. I'd say those are tender. Well, these are ready. I'm gonna get these inside. We're gonna let them rest for about 20-25 minutes, and then we're gonna make our country style rib sliders. All right, here we are. They've been resting for about 25 minutes. This is the country style rib with the tropical flavor, and this is the one with the brown sugar pepper rub. And they're really tender. I mean, when I was moving them from the pan, they're starting to fall apart. This one you can already see. So I do want to slice these. I could pull them. They're pretty tender, but I want to try and get slices for these sliders. So let's do that. I'm just going to slide this guy gently out of the way and work on the brown sugar pepper one first. Very tender. Oh yeah, nice. We're just going for slices. I'm going to try and keep it from falling apart. A little bit of a smoke ring there. We are going to be using small slider buns, so these don't have to be big at all. Let me slide these guys to the side. And let's cut some of the one with the tropical rub on it. Oh, looking good. Little bit of this, just a little dry right there, but one of the nice things about making these is there's going to be barbecue sauce. Let's just see the flavor. I think I might have cooked these about 15-20 minutes too long. All right, I'm going to wipe my board down, and then we are going to start building these sliders. So we've got 4 bottom buns here, little slider buns that I've toasted up. Before I start building these though, I just want to mention again, if you do end up with some dry, especially pork or pulled pork, one thing you do is you just add that juice back that's in that pan there. I'm not going to do that because I'm not making pulled. These are slices, and the barbecue sauce and some of the coleslaw that we're putting on top, there's plenty of moisture there. They're not super dry. They just don't have that juice pouring out for a juice-a-lanch like you'd get in a pulled pork situation. Again, I think I went, like I said, probably 20 minutes too long. It happens. So I'm going to build 2 of each here. This side is going to be the brown sugar pepper ribs. This side is going to be our tropical. Now the barbecue sauce I'm using is a Kinder's mild barbecue sauce. Honestly, use whatever barbecue sauce you want here. But give it plenty. And some coleslaw. Now this is coleslaw that I've whipped up, and I've done a video on making coleslaw before. I'm going to go ahead and put the ingredients in the video description below. You can look at those ingredients, put everything together, but it's really basic coleslaw, and it's great on these sort of pork sandwiches. A little bit on here. Don't be shy with this. Pile it as high as you want. Don't worry if it's a mess. Let's top these. There we go. Country style pork rib sliders. These are perfect for a snack, for game day, for a party. I've been making these for 4.5 hours. I'm hungry. It's time to taste. All right, I've got those 4 here. I'm only gonna taste 2 of them, one of each of the flavors here. Well, let's go. I'm gonna start with the tropical. Here we go. Remember, it's gonna be a little messy, so as I said in a previous video, just embrace the sauce face. That is really nice, good flavor, a little bit of the sweetness from that tropical rub, which I love on pork. This is a winner. Now for the brown sugar pepper. Let's see how this tastes. I have used that brown sugar pepper rub on so many things, especially pork products. Pork loin, spare ribs, baby back ribs, St. Louis cut ribs, pork tenderloin, full pork butts. It works so good with this in the form of a sandwich. Coleslaw pairs perfectly with this. The sauce pairs perfectly with this, with both of them. There's no hint of any dryness that I feared. In fact, when I looked at the other pieces in the pan, these were the two pieces that were on the top. The pieces in the bottom, no dryness. There's more juice there, that's natural. So I do think I still went about 20 minutes too long, but I can't tell. 4.5 hours cook time. And one of the things that I realized while I was sitting out there, because I usually just sit out by the grill when I'm waiting for things to cook, I haven't cooked with the PBC for a while. Man, it smells good when it's cooking. Whether it's ribs, pork butt, country style pork ribs, beef ribs, anything you have on there, there's just something about the aroma that comes off that cooker, and it just produces fantastic food too. So there you have it, a perfect use for country style pork ribs. Rather than just cooking them up whole and eating them whole like a rib, you can take slices of them, make sliders, make a bigger sandwich if you want to. You can even pull that for a pulled pork. As long as you give it good smoke and time to get tender, you've got a great meal.